Oh fuck, wrong mic. Hate when that happens. You gotta hate when that happens. Let me fix the microphone. Oh no. There we go. Mic should be better. Jackson's hopping on. Late show today, but we got a doozy to talk about. Kyrie was suspended. We got ourselves also Miles Bridges destinations. Golden State Warriors might suck. All right. And that's just kind of a joke. I think the Warriors will be fine, but that's actually something we will talk about. This will be a shorter show than usual, but Jackson has joined us. We'll talk more. And yeah, basically, is Jalen Kyrie suspended? And it's definitely all going to be a doozy right now. I want to hear, Jackson. How are you
Are you
doing,
depressed?
buddy?
Why are you depressed today?
I'm not depressed. I am. I'm a little low energy, and it's just low energy.
Hmm.
Life. I'm
I
trying to
don't
come.
know. Maybe depression is the wrong word, but
I never get depressed.
there you go.
Depressed. Depressed is for the weak.
Oh yeah.
It's just a rainy day. I just feel out of
Yeah.
it,
Fuck this
and
shit.
it's just you know I'm out of it if I have to be honest. So it's just trying to get
Oh,
back
fuck.
into it.
I can imagine Kansas weather can do that to you. I'm feeling it right here, right now. It's like 70 out, which is nice, but
Are you
fuck
in
this.
Chi Town?
Yeah, last day.
Last day of Chi Town?
Yeah.
Fun, fun, fun. But let's get right into the news. What do you want to talk first? Kyrie Irving being suspended, or are we going to talk about the other news? But pick your poison,
Yeah, I'm
buddy.
cool with whatever.
Okay, we'll talk Kyrie Irving being suspended. And what are your thoughts on that initially when you heard it? And what do you think is going to happen with it as a
Real quick, are
result?
we doing amp today or no?
Oh, shit. Kind of forgot about amps. We can. Phone at low battery, but we can figure it out. I actually say
Yeah.
fuck amp today.
All right. That
I'm
works
not.
for me. I
I'm
gotta
not.
charge my phone.
Yeah, I didn't charge my phone. It's been a long day for me, bud. So I also girlfriend's dad's coming in town tonight.
Oh,
So
cool.
been running around. Oh, fuck, I didn't get a haircut either. So
Who you got tomorrow at
for
home
the
game or no?
yeah, okay, State, buddy. I'm not. I'm
Oh,
not.
that's a fucking big one, dude. Is it night or day?
2:30.
Okay.
Not.
That's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, if we win it, we become bowl eligible. So rock chalk Jayhawk, baby. Well, let's talk
There you
some
go.
hoops because that's what people are here for. That's what people are spending their. This is a vacation for them. Let's talk this man right here, the guy that we used for our picture, Kyrie Irving, suspended 5 games. But he supposedly never responded to any of Joe Tsai's tweets. I mean, not tweets, text messages, or anything. What is your thoughts on this? Is it valid? I'll give my thoughts as a Jewish guy in a sec after you
Well,
go.
I actually want to hear your thoughts as a Jewish guy first, but I have some comments. I'm seeing, so I just made a video actually on this because I just saw that he is, what is that word from? Like, then I just saw that the Nets are banning him indefinitely or suspending him indefinitely. If you got a fact check on that,
I saw 5 games and then I saw indefinitely as well. I don't know which
it
ones.
seems like it was in the last few hours,
Yeah.
but I'm not seeing anything like clear and specific on
So
it.
yeah,
So maybe
I'm
that's not.
as of right now, I was aware that it was five
Yeah.
5 games, but I have seen indefinitely, but that is could be a misinformation. But it says Nets detail. Basically, it's 5 games, but before he can come back, he has to meet conditions. So let me read it off right here. Sorry,
Yeah,
I was.
that's what I made like a 15-minute video on that, and I am waiting to post that because I don't think people are gonna like it. I don't think you're gonna like it, so let's hear it.
What I have to say.
Well, no, I don't think you're gonna like what I have to say, but we'll see.
I just want to find. It's definitely also it's funny that all the Miles Bridges shit happened yesterday, but today's when everyone's finding out. I don't know
Oh,
if you.
really?
Yeah, I've had like multiple people like comment. I was like, dude, did you guys just now find out?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny, but uh, So let me tell you what I think about this. I think first off, um, um, the whole thing. As a Jewish guy, I think first off, the society's already kind of like in this weird spot where they're kind of iffy about the whole on like if Kanye wasn't being all DEFCON 3 on Jews right now, this wouldn't have been as big as a deal as it would have been. I think right now there's a lot of anti-Semitism going around. And it comes down to there's a group that there's nothing wrong with being a black Israelite, which is the belief that you believe that you're an ancestor, that your ancestors were the true Israelis. I'm not here to agree or disagree. My opinion is that anybody from the Quran, Torah, or the Bible was probably brown. They probably looked like an Arab or a Persian. That's probably what they looked like. They were brown people. So, but there's a lot of black Israeli like documentaries and like, I guess you would say, activism that is filled with misinformation. And I understand Kyrie didn't go Kanye or anything like that. And I think the reason why he's suspended is he if you're a public figure like that, you just say, even if you're not sorry, he should have just said sorry a lot sooner and quicker. And I think that's why he's being punished. I just think it comes down to when you have a platform like that, you can't be spreading misinformation that could cause actual like problems in society because it's spreading beliefs that are false and information that is false. But I don't think it's DEFCON 3 on Jew people like Kanye is doing. I think it's just if he apologized and just said, this is not what I intended. Like, sorry for that. Understand that.
Which he did.
Which he did. He just didn't do it until after they suspended him. He was suspended, and then a few hours later, he apologized.
But why does whatever he decided to do make him unfit to dribble basketball?
I know. I just think it comes down to teams and the NBA have code of conducts, like a workplace. If you're in a workplace and let me give you the example. If social media didn't exist and the Brooklyn Nets, if basketball wasn't a thing and this was like a corporation and Kyrie was like an exec, like maybe like the COO or the CFO, and he came in and he shared to his coworkers a insensitive movie or something that's like, propaganda, potentially, wouldn't you get in trouble?
Would he?
Well, yeah, wouldn't he get in trouble in that scenario? You can't share, you shouldn't, like most teams have, like, there is a code of conduct. Like, you can speak your own stuff, but you can't promote propaganda that is potentially harmful to society, that can incite, incite turmoil.
From a business perspective, that makes sense to me.
That's as from a business perspective. If he was a retired player or he wasn't playing basketball, that's fine. But you can't. Kyrie is connected to the Brooklyn Nets. Shit, Kyrie says.
They employ him.
Yeah. Huh?
They employ him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They employ him, exactly. So at the end of the day, it's like I told you, when I become an anchor, I'm gonna have to sign an NDA probably. Because when I work in broadcast news, that's just, I'm employed. If you want to be making the money you do, there are rules that you have to follow by. And that's,
I get the lot. Yeah.
And it's fucked. It's not something It's just how society is, okay? Because if not, people could promote their like, would you want someone come out? Think about it this way: if Kyrie would also be suspended if he came out and said he was anti-communist, that he hated China. How many people do you think in the NBA hate China?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no one talks about how much they hate China, because you remember what happened when Daryl Morey said it.
I thought you were talking about Darnell Mooney. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Yeah, what was the details of that?
China canceled their deal for like 2 years. We just got back into China, and like they stood by Hong Kong. They even tweet out there. They said Daryl Morey just said he stood by Hong Kong, and China was like, "Oh no, you don't." And now like NBA players are basically, it's not written, but you're not allowed to talk shit about China. So look at it that way, okay? You can't be anti-Semitic the same way you can't be anti-China in the NBA. That is part, like, if you want to be, first off, fuck you if you're an anti-Semitic. It's like, why? What is your, like, if there is like not like Jewish people, the only thing I will say Jewish people, and it's not even Jewish people, it's the Israeli government, which are Jewish people, but you can't even like that doesn't like, that's just like is what's going on in Palestine. But that's that. We're an NBA show, so we're not even going to talk about that. So it's like, we live in a society. Jewish people have suffered a much. It's the same thing. It's just religion. Like, don't talk like, you know what I mean. Like, there's Christians out there who have suck children off. Okay, there's Muslim people who blow people up. Okay, there's Jews who do bad shit too. Okay, like that. Take people away from their land. There's bad people in all religions, but there's no reason to be anti any religion, because all religion does is give people faith. And I'm not trying to, like it doesn't. I will also, but like that's it. That's all. Like I don't think there was any ill intent by Kyrie. He's being suspended because of how he handled it. How he handled the aftermath. He did not do the responsible, mature thing.
I think he's being suspended because he did something he realistically shouldn't have done. He just lost a ton of money, and I don't think people put too much stock into it until they saw the documentary and they saw some of the takes that were involved. And
have you seen the documentary or not? I've only read vaguely, but what's in the documentary necessarily?
I've seen a little bit of the documentary. There's ridiculous takes like the Holocaust was fake.
Oh, fuck.
I have takes on, like, I forget what it is. I don't know the literal numbers. I'm not trying to get into Holocaust talk here, but like, I use an example in one of my videos today where it's like, let's say you made a video talking about, trying to think of something like PC that you don't like. Let's say you're a big cocaine advocate, right? And let's say you have even just said like, I like cocaine, blah, blah, blah. And then you will post a video about cocaine, okay? And then you also post a video about the Chicago Bulls, and I like your Chicago Bulls video. So here's a better example. My bad. Let's say you made a video about the Chicago Bulls, and let's say this was 1 year ago and the Chicago Bulls were 30-12 or whatever we were, and you were like, I feel like I'm amped up on cocaine right now. Like, I love cocaine, like blah, blah, blah. Like, it feels like the Chicago Bulls are on. Like, you get it. Like, it's just a vague comparison. And I tweeted out that link. Does that necessarily mean like I agree with cocaine use? Like, the answer is just very clearly no. So I think personally with Kyrie Irving and Kanye West, Kanye is a little bit different because he's trying to allude to the fact that the Jewish folk, for a majority, and it's not like it's an incorrect statement, you can do what you want with the information and come to your
Shut the fuck up, dude. It's all religions. If you could make a graph for whatever spreadsheet, shut up.
No, okay, then show me that.
There's just as many Christians. There's just as many Christians. There's just as many Muslims.
But these are incorrect statements, unfortunately, in Hollywood, as far as that is. It's majority run by Jewish.
Is there
folk, and I'm
okay?
not
Is that a
saying that's
problem? Is that a
negative.
problem?
No, I'm not
You're
saying it's a
seeing
negative. I'm just saying that's cold
if
hard
that is
fact.
true. You know, most oil companies are run by Saudis.
100%, exactly. I'm not trying to draw any. I'm saying people draw your own conclusions.
No,
from that.
okay,
I'm not
word.
saying anything.
Okay,
I'm just
word.
saying
You were
Kanye
making
West
it seem like
Kanye West has issues with that. He has issues with control. And to just clear anything up real quick, Kanye West and Kyrie Irving are both crazy because they wouldn't be where they are. They wouldn't have their success. They wouldn't have put in the dedication, the persistence, and have all of this success if they were not a little bit crazy. Like the greats aren't not crazy. Tom Brady, crazy. These guys are crazy. But what Kyrie Irving was trying to allude to in the documentary, in my opinion, which he's spoken on, is that the Jews were heavily involved with and could make an argument ran the slave trade 500 years ago. So that's what Kyrie Irving's alluding to. But people are taking the documentary, which is right now currently a bestseller. So anybody who's hating on Kyrie Irving and hating on this documentary, actually further promoting it because it is currently the #1 bestseller on Amazon.
why is Amazon not pulling it?
I'm just because it's like freedom of speech. Like you don't have to agree with Kanye. You don't have to agree with Kyrie. You don't have to agree
You're
with
right.
anything.
You know, I'm a
exactly that they
journalism.
say.
No, you're right.
Right,
You're
but
100%. But there's
should he have provided some type of context?
Can I give you an
100%.
example? I'll give you an example. There is time as a journalism major, there is times when, you know, there are times when people should be censored. I don't believe in censorship whatsoever, but the Nazis should have been censored. Okay? If the Nazis have been censored, if their propaganda, like the Nazis have, like, it all comes down to propaganda. That's how you get people, the masses, to believe in what you are. It's all media. You get people who are influential to believe in what you do. Okay? Think about like Tom Cruise and all those fucks into Scientology. Why do you think people go into Scientology? We're done with this topic. We're just.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think it's extremely embarrassing that people are.
We
you don't
just
have to
spent
agree with everything
Kyrie talking about this, though.
What?
We spent 17 minutes talking
That's
about
all.
this.
What else is there to talk about? This is a very big deal in the NBA, and it's a bigger issue in the real world. It's just the censorship of freedom of speech. Kyrie Irving has never.
You should be able to say what you want, but you can't. Huh?
He's never said anything anti-Semitic.
I'm not. I don't think he's anti-Semitic.
Exactly.
I never said.
So should he have done that? Should he have provided some type of context? 100%. Should he even tweeted it? 100%. No, he should not have tweeted that.
You're saying it 100%.
It is what
right.
it is. So
you're
then
right.
why do I have retard? That's a bad word. Why do I have idiots, as they alluded to Kyrie Irving as, and Charles Barkley, who alluded to in the first part of his career that he is not a role model and you should not listen to him, you should not follow. Why do I have Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who promoted the vaccine? Like, why do I have all these people whose jobs rely on certain, like, could any of those 5 people, I'm not trying to make it political, but could any of the Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, JJ Redick, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Amari Stoudemire, could any of these people go out theoretically right now and tweet out that, like, even if you disagree or agree with the statement that the COVID vaccine or COVID masks was bullshit, none of those people could tweet that right now. None of those people could legally say that. They would be fired the day of. So why am I listening to them? They're following an agenda. It's just ridiculous. I have so many issues with this.
So the Golden State Warriors
gay
have gone on what now? 4-game losing streak. What are your thoughts?
I don't give a shit. Stop censoring the people of the world. You're censoring me right now. What's wrong with freedom of speech?
You like that one? You should like that one. I thought that would be funny.
No, I think with the Golden State Warriors, as I was talking about in the last couple of weeks, I genuinely think that they should look into trading Jonathan Kuminga, and I think they.
Why Jonathan Kuminga? They said they won't trade Draymond.
Okay, yeah. So maybe you don't do it, but at least look into or start having some internal conversations about trading both James Wiseman and Jonathan Kuminga.
Why is that?
Well, they're both clear. Both of them very clearly aren't ready for what's at stake this season, you know, trying to make it back to the championship. But I actually don't think that either of them fit with what Golden State is looking to. And I know I've talked
Who's
about
the other guy?
times. What's up?
Who's the other guy?
Kuminga and Wiseman. I'm gonna send you this tweet right now, and maybe
I
we
just
can
saw
pull it
about
up.
Stat Muse where in 48 games, James Wiseman's been a negative or 0.
In 48 games. Wow, how many has he played?
No, in like the last 48 games, in 30 or 40 of those games, he's been 0 or less or negative.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think that they fit what Golden State is looking for. I think, and I'm a Golden State Warrior supporter. Like, I think the fact that they are trying, like, some people are still trying to cope with the fact that they went with Wiseman over LaMelo. Like, yeah, maybe Wiseman will be a better player than LaMelo, but like as far as what they need right here, right now, I don't think James Wiseman is exactly panning out the way they need to. I mean, I don't think they fit in the culture. I think that their body language is not what I'm looking for if I'm Steve Kerr or any member of the Golden State Warriors. The good news is their starting unit's still overpowered. I mean, their starting unit is so good. They're so good, but I have concerns with the bench. And if they keep playing the way they're playing right now, they're not going to win the NBA Finals. They're not even going to make the NBA Finals. As good as your starting five is, this bench it's tough. And I know they're maybe without some pieces, but I think even guys like Damian Lee, Bjelica, the more low key guys outside of Gary Payton and Otto Porter Jr., I think that those losses are being really forgotten about, and I think Warriors fans are kind of starting to realize that right now. And like, to be honest with you, I'd probably throw James Wiseman in the G League right now. I don't think he's ready, and I don't think he fits anything what they're looking for. Preseason James Wiseman and regular James Wiseman have been completely different, and maybe it is due to a lack of drawn-up plays, but you got to keep in mind you haven't played live basketball in over a year. You are technically in your third season, but you're in your second playing season. You haven't even really played a whole regular season. So, I mean, you got to work for it. I like the video I sent you is him getting frustrated that he got a pick and roll. He got a mouse in the house, and Steph Curry still shot it and didn't pass him the ball. I don't know. I don't like what's going on with Golden State right now. I talked about it a couple of days ago. All the like droughts that they went on last season, and they still ended up winning it all. I'm not worried, but they don't have the same veteran depth as they did last season. So it's something to think about.
So when I look at this right now, I was just pulling up some data as you were talking. One of the things that I don't know. Like, the crazy part is if you look at the Warriors, they've never been a team to make a trade midseason. Like, try to think of the last time they made a trade midseason.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
I don't know, actually. I'm curious what the answer would be to that.
But they have signed guys, right? Midseason.
Okay.
I
don't know about
Warriors.
vital, integral pieces. I'll Google it.
Yeah, I want to search up Warriors transaction history, like, of their fucking nothing insane. I can't find anything that would be like actual meaningful data. Top 7 trades they made over the last 7 years for Warriors. So, okay, first trade they got Andrew Bogut in summer. They got Pascal in the summer. They got the We Believe pieces in 2007. In 2012, the Bogut Ellis trade.
Bogut was so money for him.
Oh, yeah, the Warriors trade Bogut to the Mavericks. Forgot that. So Iguodala was traded. Everything happens in the summer. Older deals, except older deals. I found this. Andrew Wiggins was in February. It was like a deadline move.
Okay. So was Dre, but
I don't count Dre's.
I mean, all of these are so long ago. Yeah, Dre's still out. Wiggins acquired. Warriors acquired Wiggins.
So Wiggins is the only one.
That was the COVID year though. That was when Steph missed almost the whole season, and that was the year Wiseman was a rookie, if I'm not mistaken. And that's why Wiseman got so much run to me, is because Steph Curry was out, and they, clearly weren't a playoff.
If you make a move, it seems like it's. I don't think the center position. I actually like the Wiseman, Green Bros, JaMychal, Draymond Green, and Kevon Looney 4-man rotation right there. I don't think that's the problem. I think the wing, like Otto Porter, and so I think they should look to package. I don't know if you trade Kuminga. I just think Klay Thompson's over the hill. And if you can find a team to give you a bunch of contracts for Thompson, like if you call up, I don't even know, man. I was gonna say call up the Lakers.
I don't. They're not going to make any move till February at worst. I
the
still
least,
don't even
yeah.
really think that they'll make. Even though.
So
I'm
then, do you
advocating-
change the starting lineup? Do you change the starting lineup?
No, definitely not. They're balling. They're balling. I don't think the starting lineup's the issue. I think that a lot of these young Warrior players don't know how to play in the Warriors system, and it's a lot of new faces, and they haven't quite meshed and bonded and adjusted to it. And it's the exact same thing we saw last season. Just there were some younger guys like Kuminga, Poole, and Moody, but there were also a fair amount of veterans. I think that DiVincenzo, a healthy DiVincenzo, makes a big difference, and I think Green. I don't know. Like when we go back to that Wiggins trade, what the Golden State Warriors record was that season, 15-50. So like they clearly were not making that move for that season. They were making that move for the final part of the season to get Andrew Wiggins acclimated and adjusted into the Warriors system.
But can we also agree people forget that Wiggins, Green, Thompson, Curry, DiVincenzo, and Iguodala have all been having either like they missed the game and either been missing games this season or dealing with injury management.
Yeah.
So this could just be the beginning of the season.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's the exact same thing that happened last year. It's the exact same thing, just with a different personnel. So I have no concerns. I have no worries for Golden State, but I am going to say because they don't have the Otto, they don't have the Gary, they don't have the Bjelica, they don't have the Damian Lee, that if this were to continue until a little bit into the 2023 calendar year, that's when I'm starting to get not worried because of how good your offensive lineup or your starting five lineup is. That's when maybe I look to make some type of tweak, whether that's putting James Wiseman or Kuminga on the trade block or even into the G League just to get their confidence up. Like if Wiseman's in the G League, what's he putting up? He's giving me probably like 15 and 10 every night at worst. So you throw him down for a month, get his confidence up. Get him.
I don't think he needs to go to the G League. I just think their wing depth is weak. They don't have like Dante DiVincenzo's not being healthy. I mean, if they could go get themselves. I'm trying to think.
JTA a lot.
Yeah, I think a guy like Terrence Ross, if they could figure out how to get someone like him.
Yeah.
Gary Harris and Terrence Ross would be perfect for this team. I know Gary Harris is hurt.
Kuminga?
Oh my God. No. What if they broke up their contract of Klay Thompson for if Jonathan Isaac is healthy? Jonathan Isaac, Terrence Ross, and Gary Harris. If they're all healthy.
I don't like that at all, actually, even if he's healthy. I'm not a big fan of that. I see where you're getting at, but I don't.
It's not a bad idea.
I feel like I'm getting gypped.
I feel like you just don't know, man. You just sound like a pussy.
I don't know. Gary Harris, like that's a big, as we talked about yesterday, like any sport, making these midseason acquisitions is a big deal. Like you're relying on them to be able to fit in your system, learn the system, and just like produce in the system. Like you're asking them to do a lot of things. So
you don't believe?
I'm not a big chemistry mixer upper if I have a championship team like Golden State.
You sound like a pussy.
Yeah.
Do you have download Pluto TV and watch this movie called The Deeds? Sell Hard.
Pluto TV, dude.
No.
This
This movie used to be on Hulu, but now it's on Pluto TV.
I'd rather go on YouTube and pay $4.
All right, shut the fuck up and let me finish. The Deeds. Oh, what about if we hit up the Warrior? I mean, not the Warriors. The Warriors hit up the Thunder and be like, hey, Shea for Klay Thompson, and you can take Ryan Rollins, Pat Baldwin, Kuminga.
What are we doing? Stop.
No
Stop
picks.
Stop
no picks.
No, give him picks. I don't want to give up those players for Shea. What's Shea's contract again? I'm not a big fan of that.
Let's just trade Dre and Klay. Let's trade Dre and Klay for AD.
Dre and Klay for.
This is every casual fan. I'm kidding, dude. I just want to sound like a. This was old joke. I wanted to sound like Twitter users.
Yeah.
What time did you have to leave?
I don't know. Well, I'm leaving at 5:30. It's not like it. That's why I was saying it's not an urgent. Like I planned to, like I'm leaving at 5:30 because I planned to do a whole show, but I just figured I'd hit you up and be like, what if we didn't do a full show?
We don't have to do a full show. We got 2 more topics to talk about, and then really Jalen Suggs is a quick one. I just want to touch on it. He was really good last night. He hit the game winner. I think Jalen Suggs was legit. I think
that game was stupid.
Gonzaga might join the Big 12. So I mean,
what?
Yeah, you didn't see that? Yeah, they're thinking they might have to get a football team though.
Oh, that's even cooler. I wanted to go to Gonzaga. Like that was my number one.
Did you not get in?
They put me on the wait list.
Were you smart in high school or no? Huh?
No.
What was your GPA?
It was a little over a 3, but like my college GPA was like a 2.6, 2.7. So
what did you get stupider?
I'm not a book smart kind of guy.
Dude, I went from a 2.98 in high school because I just never went to school to
3 is super solid.
Yeah, I missed over 100 days every year of high school, and I was expelled. But it's with a 2.98, and then college I have like a 3.5. Yo, applying to Miami.
You turned into a geek, dude. You turned into a geek. Wait. What percentage of your waking hours do you think you're stressing about school?
Not really ever.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank God. Never mind.
I need to try like less than 50% to get a 3.5. If I actually tried and like worried about school, I'd probably be like valedictorian.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, that's not confident.
I'll get behind it. Yeah.
You're not.
I was a little worried for a second.
Jalen Suggs, though, he had a game. He looked like the man.
Yeah, I mean,
you clearly don't like this subject.
No, I like Jalen Suggs. I'm a Jalen Suggs supporter. Someone picked him up in fantasy, so I was a little PO'd, but it's all good. I'll get the next. I got Markelle Fultz on the IL, so that's why I'm a little salty because it's like, well, is he even going to have a job when he gets back? That's my issue. I just saw somebody post a video on why the Orlando Magic future is not good at all, and I can't wait to watch it because I hope he's very wrong, and I think he's wrong, but we'll see. I'm actually itching to get to an Orlando Magic game in the next month. Make a 3-hour drive to Orlando. Just why not? Or Miami. I don't really want to go to a Heat game, though. I'd rather go to a Magic game, as weird as that is.
So I'm trying to find a picture of – so let's talk about where this guy can go. There's a guy that's now a free agent.
Therapy.
That was good. I didn't expect that. So right now, Miles Bridges, anybody can sign him. He might be suspended. We don't know how for a lot long. Yeah, but right now he's good to go. His legal stuff has cleared up. And let's talk about the teams with the most cap space. The San Antonio Spurs can't have about $30 million in cap space. So do the Indiana Pacers, and that's basically it. Anybody else that would want to sign him would have to do a sign-in trade. The only people who can go out right now and just be like, here's $30 million is there. But what if the Los Angeles Lakers, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Golden State Warriors just say, take a minimum contract and fucking ball out? Also, we do not condone anything that Miles Bridges did. If he pled no contest, which is like a settlement, but so if the alleged events are true, he's low-key. He kind of seems like he might be a piece of shit of a human, but
yeah, he can beat his wife and kid, or he can beat his wife in front of his kids. Brett Favre can steal as much money as he wants, but Kyrie Irving can't tweet a link to a documentary. So, I don't know. Clown world, but whatever.
I think you're anti-Semitic.
I'm definitely not anti-Semitic. But I feel like an anti-Semite would say that they're not an anti-Semite. I think personally, if you think I'm anti-Semitic, I think you're kind of retarded. I'm not talking about you.
I feel like you got a swastika tattoo over your chest, like American Nazi.
Dude, you know the one thing I really hate about living in Florida is how many Confederate flags there are. Like I know this
isn't. What do you mean? Have you seen yet a black guy with a Confederate flag?
A what?
You've never seen a black guy with a Confederate flag in Florida?
A black guy with a Confederate flag? No.
You've never seen that?
I've definitely never seen a black dude with a Confederate flag.
You'll see that. You'll see that.
I don't think I've ever seen a black dude with a Confederate flag. I'm also not really itching to see who who's behind the wheel of the Confederate flag driver.
No, dude. So I was listening to a podcast and somebody called in. And he called in and he's like, I'm a roofer, and I was working on someone's roof, and I looked at their neighbor's house, and in their backyard, they had a Confederate flag hanging below their fence. And I was wondering, are they proud or not? Because they're like hiding the fact that they're hanging a Confederate flag. Like they had a Confederate flag hanging, but it was below the fence. So like, are you proud or not?
I don't think at all. I don't think. I don't know. I think they're like closet.
Yeah, dude. Like Florida's not the South, but like Florida, like there's still like South sympathizers. I mean, you probably ask them. You probably ask them about the Civil War, and they'll be like, "What?" And you'll be like, "What about the Northern aggression?" And they're like, "Well, back my great grand Willie, he fought against Northern aggression." And
I don't think too many Confederate supporters know too much about Confederate history, to be honest.
What do you mean? It's not Confederate history. It's about the Northern aggression.
I just mean my point is I think people who are rocking Confederate
the Northerns didn't agree with the Southern's way of life.
Wow, that's such a crazy. Wow, isn't that something? Them damn Yankees, bastards.
I mean, everybody knows like the Civil War wasn't about slavery; it was about keeping the Union together.
All I mean is just that I don't think a Confederate supporter like could tell me anything I didn't know about actually like probably anything in life. I guess that's kind of shitty, but like.
Okay, let's get back to Miles Bridges. When you clip this, when you clip this, can you just edit this? Like, just make sure you skip this whole part of the Miles Bridges talk where there's a whole.
This might not be the most clippable show we've done. I will be gone the entire night and the entire day tomorrow, so
you're worthless.
I should be able to get a little bit of clippage done tomorrow, but I'm going to focus mainly on the teams we did a couple of days ago and the remaining topics from yesterday, as opposed to this.
I lucky don't want to sleep tonight.
Why?
I just want to be up with the Wolves and just work.
Oh.
Okay, so Spurs, Pacers, or do you think Miles Bridges takes less money?
What?
I want him to go to Spurs.
What are we talking
Miles Bridges should go to the goddamn Spurs.
Oh, you know? Miles Bridges. I was thinking Miles Turner. I'm like, what the fuck?
Miles Bridges. The team's good.
Spurs?
Keldon Johnson, Miles Bridges, Trey Jones, Devin Vassell.
The last thing Miles Bridges should be worried about right now is money. I think he should go to a contending team like the Toronto Rap Show or the Los Angeles Lakers or the.
I thought you were going to talk about the actual contenders in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Boston Celtics. Oh, the Phoenix Suns. Why does he go to Dallas?
I think Miles, that works. I think Miles Bridges messes up the chemistry and culture in Cleveland, Boston, and whatever the other team was. But
you know what? Boston probably wouldn't take it because they're already hiding their wives, so they don't want a guy who beats them.
There's a lot of shit going on in Boston. So,
all right, let's.
I don't give a shit. Go wherever you want, man. I wish you the best of luck. I don't have too strong opinions on Miles Bridges. That is true. They did drop Primo, so I don't think they're going to be
for showing his cock. Bridges didn't show his cock. He just beat his wife allegedly in front of his children.
I don't know if Pop would get.
Dude, I love how there's people on, and also for people who've never seen this show, I'm being so sarcastic when I'm deadpanning it. There are so many people that I've made videos on Miles Bridges, and I always talk that I'm just talking basketball, and I always say this. I'm like. I'm not going to talk about. I'm just talking basketball. I don't agree with anything that the alleged stuff he's done. But there's so many people who defend him. They're like, that he's just a black man fighting the system.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the whole kit and caboodle, so I'm not.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Aaron.
I have to keep muting you guys.
let's change topic and let's talk.
Fucking Yankees. God damn it.
I probably was saying some fucked up shit.
Well, good thing he missed the first half of the show.
Oh, that was bad. That was all you.
I still have plenty more to say.
All You know what time it is?
Censor Cyro time. Can we get cancel Cyro trending on Twitter?
We probably would want to. Just show me saying Joshua Primo was a murderer.
Let's make you the Kyrie Irving of NBA Twitter.
All right, we're here.
I'm on fire right
We're
now.
trying to drink beer. Let's do some Purtle. Who is this?
Oh wait, I think I know who it is. But please guess, please guess, please guess, please guess. You're wrong. You're so wrong, and I'm wrong too. Fucker. He's on Charlotte. That's Kelly Oubre Jr. and it's not gay if it's Oubre.
All right, my guess.
Dude, are you serious? How's that not Kelly Oubre Jr.? How is that not Tari Eason as well?
Dude, I'm trying to think.
I need to end this Friday on a high note, dude.
This is my guess. I got this. So he's a guard. His number's less than 4. It's not Dennis Smith Jr. I want to say it's James Bouknight. But it says he's older than 24.
I'm not falling for your smoke screens anymore.
All right. He's older than 26, so that just made it so much easier. It's not Terry Rozier. Is it Cody Martin? Is it Cody Martin?
Just take a guess. Just take a guess.
It's not
I'm gonna bully you into guessing. Guess.
No! Terry Rozier.
Faster.
Terry Rozier.
You used to do this to me all the time. Oh, you're taking so fucking long to do this one.
Terry Rozier, no.
That's Terry Rozier, dude. What are you kidding me?
Who's a vet on their team?
That's Terry Rozier, bro.
No, it's not. You fucking
Oh
moron.
my god, I have the answer. This is pissing me off.
Gordon Hayward, no. It's not Kelly Oubre.
Why'd I guess Kelly Oubre, fucker? It's clearly Dennis Smith Jr.
It's not Dennis Smith Jr. because he's older than 26. And he's 6'6".
Is he though? Because I'm 23 and he graduated college in 2017. What was that?
Dennis Smith is not wearing. What number is Dennis Smith?
I actually have no idea. I think he's like 3, 2, 1, or 0.
I really thought that was Nick Richards, and it's like pissing me off that it's not.
I'm like so glad that's not Nick Richards, and I'm like pretty pissed off it's not Kelly Oubre. I'm so glad I have the answer. Wait, can you scroll down to Kelly though?
He's below 6'6".
He's below 6'6".
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, Cyro's cheating. What is in your? You got a phone in your hand.
No, I'm showing you. It's not. It's not what I'm using.
It's like yeah.
Look. Phone. Ready? My phone will stay right there. Phone is right there. That's my phone. I'm keeping this.
We got a couple. Aaron's pretty big on, Thomas is pretty big on Nate Darling right now.
Nate Darling's too young.
Maybe you throw him.
And Nate Darling's fucking white.
I think that guy is white.
I'm trying to think. They have Dennis Smith.
Oh, he's smaller than 6'6", though.
Yeah. So they have James Bouknight, and
this is so gay. I'm like taking my sweet freaking time next time. That's such a bad guess. It's unreal.
He's
Does
a guard.
that look like Dennis Smith Jr.?
No, it doesn't. I gave up. Go.
Oh, so we have confirmation he's a guard and he's below 6'2".
And he's, yeah.
So let me see that silhouette again.
Who the fuck is this? They had to sign him recently.
Like, there was a definition of, like, that's not him. It'd be Terry Rozier.
Do you want him?
No, dude. I'm really thinking about going Nate
Can
Darling.
Can I just you go Nate Darling?
He's over 24. No, I didn't say that.
Not even
Wait, real quick. Is Nate Darling even an option?
No.
I think it's
Terry
I
Rozier.
think it's Terry Rozier because of it, but
Oh my God!
I'm glad you guessed it and I didn't follow that one up. So I just said 1 minute ago, if there's a definition of a player this isn't, it's Terry Rozier, and it's.
Did you actually say that? I heard you say. I didn't hear what player it was.
I should throw up the. I'll just.
Can we say
blame
that's
it
a
on the
draw?
smoke screen. That was a smoke screen. I knew it was Terry
Was that a
Rozier the whole
draw?
time.
Who got that?
A draw? Who's the one who guessed Terry Rozier? What do you mean?
I don't
draw?
know. I typed it in.
You talking about a draw? Run the tape back. I challenge that call. Let me get a viewer. Let's get a viewer's. Let's get a viewer answer here. Because I'm 100% giving myself Terry Rozier there, although I did not think it was Terry Rozier. You asked me the question, are you going Terry Rozier? And you typed in Terry Rozier.
For myself.
That's bullshit. Well, first off, that's not how the rules work. And second off, that's bullshit.
We're just gonna null. This is gonna be nullified.
That is so gay. I'm gonna watch the tape back. I'll let you
Watch-
have it for now.
Watch the tape.
I'm gonna watch the tape back.
We're just gonna put it as a draw. It's like soccer. We'll have
I
three
think
titles.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure that
It'll be 7-5-1. That one is for how many
I'll run the
ties.
tape back right now, dude. I'll run it back.
T-Pay says 100% Jackson, but I think you guys are
because
you
that's
guys are
it.
colluding.
Oh,
Collusion.
Guard, and he's below 6'2". And he's So let me see that silhouette again. Who the fuck is this? They had a sign in recently. If there was a definition of that's not him, it'd be Terry Rozier. Do you want him? No, dude. I'm really thinking about going Nate. Can I
No.
You go Nate Darling? He's over 24.
Oh, you tried to go Nate?
Wait, real quick, is Nate Darling even?
But Nate Darling wasn't a candidate.
But that was your guess.
I think it's Terry Rozier. I think it's Terry Rozier because of it. But
I said Terry.
That's so gay.
Are we calling it a draw? Because
I
I said Terry.
Unbiased, I think that's a draw. And that's so annoying, dude.
Because we both just calculated couldn't have
When
been
did
any.
you snuck in that Terry Rozier comment? You really snuck that in there.
I'm calling it a draw. It's a fucking draw. I don't think it's a proper victory.
Yeah, I'll get behind it.
It's not a proper victory, so we're just gonna say no one. Either we start counting draws, or it's just a no one won.
Dude, how is that Terry Rozier?
That was Terry Rozier never has had his hair this long.
It looks like the guy, the silhouette looks like the guy's got a big ass beard, which Terry Rozier looks like he can't grow a beard, and it looks like he has pretty long, flowy hair.
Also, does Terry Rozier have a face tat?
Well, he's got a neck tat right there. I don't
It's
think you
right
can
here.
see that on.
It's like a little triangle.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know. Unfortunately, Thomas, I do think Cyro is right. Just shitty.
Yeah, I'm sorry for being.
Whoa, porn. Whoa. Nuggets porn. Weird.
I know, it's depressing. All right, that's the end for today's show. So we're gonna win a fucking draw.
Yeah, have a good night in the fucking beautiful state of Kansas and enjoy jerking it off to Nuggets porn and watching, I don't know, Netflix. That's mean because I like Netflix. So
enjoy.
The great state of the 312. The great city of 312.
You suck. Goodbye.
Oh, okay.
Bye.